better than
Hi everybody, it's 7 and 12. How you doing, 12?
Hey, pretty good.
So I'm sitting there telling 12, you know, nah, dude, don't go run over to the other part of the hill. You know, stay right here. Psych. 12 always tells me. It's funny. I laugh at myself. 12, what are we looking at?
That's something
pretty.
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 You're just making things worse.
Oh Lord.
We're supposed to start talking like we're in Star Wars.
Neverland.
Don't have a click, have a lightsabers that something on. Jeez.
Look at that.
What is that, 12?
Look at that purple in there.
What purple?
I see purple from here.
How many purples?
Oh,
I mean, I see 15 different purples.
man.
3 reds,
It's the
2
colors.
12s, and a partridge in a fucking pear tree. What in the world, buddy?
Crazy.
Crazy. How's the rest of you go, 12? Look at the big Thanos blue fat head with the 2 red eyes staring through, looking at us. And what is that?
I see it.
It's a dragon. They are. I saw them earlier today, and I forgot to spoke about. I forgot to see you infected with me with hillbills. That's the other thing that they remote viewed me today, and it wasn't okay. I remote viewed them. All right. When I was getting the waves popping off, and couldn't sleep, and just getting the electric vibe jack rocket. Oh my! It was so bad. I started thinking about my feathers that I find all the time, right? And guess what, man? 2 angels and 3 dragons were like, he's knowledgeable enough about wings now. He's unlocking us in the astral plane.
Yeah.
I freed I freed some beings today, dude. I did.
Cool.
12, do you believe me?
Yeah, buddy.
Can I have a hug?
Sure.
Oh, that meant so much to me. No, it's okay. Because the bosses, I mean, have you watched my vids? You know how mean the bosses were to me like last week? Like, about to fire you.
That's right.
Oh, that brings up another point I was thinking about today, folks. The Fifth Element, the movie. How in the world could there be so many synchronicities of my childhood at the age of 10 and the character Dallas in that movie? Okay, it starts out with him having a dream of the red planet, and folks, it looked, when I was 10 and I saw that, and it wasn't a dream, I was wide awake. It hurt. Saw it across my room, this big red molten thing coming towards us from millions of miles away. And yes, it was 1982, the summer of 1982. And it looked exactly like out of the movie. And I felt the exact same fear. And it was on a pin on the back of my spine, on the back of my neck. I was carrying it on a pin. And I get up every day and I have day-old coffee. And I've been through the same tumult of jobs and, you know, blah, 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 and relationships that have failed and everything, blah, blah, blah. But love heals. You know, and again, I just thought, how could it have looked like what did the producer or writer or both of that movie, The Fifth Element, know? And why did I know it at 10? This is
something else, isn't it?
I can't believe I'm filming this. I feel so blessed to know that I can go find the slug. Oh, and by the way, folks, like I said on the last video, he's so fat and slimy and stupid, but smart. But he's asleep most of the time. So they have to record his orders and demands and stuff, and they get passed down the chain. By the way, everybody who works for him and or is under his sway or suave is miserable, because he makes sure they are, because he hates them, because they're alive. So when I found the feathers is when I was asking the astral plane, How did they suspend his big butt? No, seriously, I wondered. You know, is he laying flat? Is he like a big vampire bat with no? Like, the more I asked, the more the Anunnaki were like, no, no. And they showed me he's suspended by all the different plugs, mainly from his arse and all his nose, which constantly has to be picked. And that's why they stopped my video last night. He's so freaked out. I woke him up from his two still existing toes bath. I mean, he's that slimy, dude. No, for real. I woke him up. He hated it. And that's when I found the feathers. I'm so gonna come clean the Vatican. You know? And the British royal family's homes and everything else. And we're gonna give it to the poorest people on the planet.
Oh, yeah?
They're gonna be taken there and cleaned up, healed of their ills.
That would be great.
And the slug? I don't know, he and I shall talk about it tonight. And what scares the shit out of his big bulgeous eye, having big diaper needing, but they can't because there's too many plugs coming out of his butt. Now look, he's not a slug. He's smart. He's an ancient, I mean, I think 10,000, 20,000 year old. Oh yeah.
Amazing.
He's smart. He's just asleep most of the time. But when he wakes up, have you cleaned my big butt? I mean, he's just a big, you know, because he's miserable. He shouldn't be alive. And when he saw us today, because there were a few of you with me, his whole schedule is about to change. They're gonna have to squeegee his folds a whole lot more because he's sweating. It's the Captain in 12. Peace out, y'all.
Bye-bye.